On to you, Libras. How y'all Libras doing, by the way? So for you Libras, you have the if I'm not mistaken, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, and then you have the Ten of Wands. Um, Rest in peace to Val Kilmer. I don't know if Val Kilmer was a Libra or what zodiac sign he was. I forgot, but Batman, yo, Batman. Anyway, R.I.P. Val Kilmer. You know, it is what it is. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Anyway, so for you Libras, right? A lot of you Libras, let's get into it. So for you Libras, bear with me here, bear with me. Um, a lot of you Libras actually feel like y'all can really relax and be yourselves, because you don't have someone basically getting on your nerves. You know, a lot of you Libras felt for a little while like, you were really engaging with a person that, or people sequentially, excuse me, that was really giving you a difficult time. And because of it, a lot of you Libras weren't able to perform the way that you would like to perform, right? Not for anybody else, but for yourself. And so that's one of the things that got you Libras all upset. Libra is a high-paced uh, energy. A lot of Libras are high-paced energy. Y'all like to do y'all thing when y'all like to do it. Y'all like to move and shake when y'all want to do it, and that's not a problem with that, right? I have the same kind of mentality myself, because I'm not necessarily up to anything bad or betraying my team or betraying my loved ones. But it'd be kind of, I get it, because it'd be kind of odd when people think that you're automatically up to no good, or they need to be suspicious of you, when especially when you're not, especially when you don't have anything treacherous that you're gonna do to them. You want to see them succeed, you want to actually see them win, and they suspect you of being up to no good. But that'd be the point, because it's nerve-wracking, because you Libras will be planning something good and people won't even respect your personal space and respect your personal boundaries. Well, now you Libras don't have to deal with that, like I was talking about, because you Libras are definitely in a very good disposition. Why? Because you Libras don't have anybody. And even if you do have somebody, you Libras and the other person figured it out. Regardless of whether you Libras are with them or not is irrelevant. You still figured it out. So like, you and this person either came to a conclusion that the two of you are going to break up, or, right, for the Libras that are in a relationship, you were either going to break up and just separate already, just do your thing, because the two of you can't get along, and you Libras are solutions based, and or the two of you are actually going to figure out a system in a way in order to actually make it work, right? By getting over y'all differences and stuff like this, and actually figuring out a way to get back on the same page again. And then for you Libras who are single, who's been single, a lot of you Libras will continue to be single, because, by choice, because a lot of you Libras see that, the drama come along with trying to date, and how it is that, people will try to, they'll be around you, but then they'll say out of their words, or they'll make it seem like they don't want to be around you. And it's like, that's a bad look on their part, because don't act like they don't want to hang around you, but then at the same time, don't do that, right? Like, they don't need to be doing that, acting like they don't want to be around you, and then at the same time try to make it seem like, but they hanging out with you. That's Mr. Potato Head confusion. If they don't want to hang out with you, then don't do that, right? If they do, then act like they have then they need to act like they have common sense and hang out with you and say it, that that's what it is that they want. Because, sometimes, like, real talk, because sometimes people be trying to make it seem like you handcuffing them. And it's like, you can go whenever it is that you want to. It's not what it is that you think this thing is. It's not as wild like that. And so then you have the Six of Cups and the Strength card. So the Six of Cups and the Strength card right here speaks to how, but again, this is exactly what it is that I'm talking about for you Libras, because the Six of Cups and the Strength card is obviously a person, either a significant other coming back, or someone that you could have taken seriously as a significant other, but it never got that far because of how goofy they were. They sabotaged it before anything serious can actually really happen. Because when the two of you are dating for about a week or so, or I'll say for a month, all the way up to about 3 months, it's not necessarily serious. It starts getting serious when it's like a year in or more. You know what I mean? That's when it starts to actually get a little bit more serious. And the years that come after that, it's like that's absorbent amount of time. Now, why that's so important in the first place is because, again, you Libras don't want someone around. This just proves my point. You Libras don't want someone around you that's going to make it seem like they don't want to be around you. They need to kick rocks if that's going to be the case, because it doesn't even make any sense to do that. Like, why make it seem like they don't want to be here, but then they standing next to you though? They hanging out with you, right? Like you be seeing on the internet how some people will be like, yo, you looking for a significant other? And they'll be like, no, not really. So so already you're dumb. Don't come on to the internet telling people, nah, I don't wanna, nah, I'm not looking for somebody or whatnot. Okay, so since you're not looking for somebody, don't complain when people waste your time, you know? And it's the same thing. People trying to act too cool for school for you. This is why it is that they dubbed themselves in the first place. And this is why it is that they're upset, because you Libras are taking them seriously. And I said it before, the cure to all of this stuff, the cure to all of this dating woes and all this stuff is by treating people like adults. Don't come next to me. Don't hang out with me and then be like, and then try to make it seem like you don't want to hang out with me. Okay, so if you don't want to hang out with me, go about your business. It's like, oh, nah, that's not it. No, but you see, we're not playing games here. You need to tell me that you want to hang out with me and show me that you want to hang out with me and hang out with me for real, for real. Don't come around me and do me favors. Don't feel like I don't really want to hang out with it. You know, I'm player eating, right? I'm player eating. And one hand, I'm acting like, oh, but on the other hand, it's like, nah, I don't really want to hang out with you. So what you doing here? Go on about your business. If that's going to be the case, don't do me favors. Don't hang around me and you want to have this upset energy. Go about your business. Don't do me any favors. Do your thing. You see? And see the Three of Cups and the Five of Cups. Queen of Wands for you Libras. You Libras got the right idea. You want to hang around people who ain't in the game, who not playing games. They can tell you they want to be around you. They showing you they want to be around you. They loyal to you. They're actually telling and showing you over time that they want to be around you. You know what I mean? They're not half in it. You know, the way that they making it seem they don't want to be around you, but then it's like they still find themselves miraculously. Right? For some reason, everything seems to always align for them to, grace you with their presence and stuff like this. But it happens often, right? So it's like you Libras, you get it. Like you have the right idea. Don't hang around you if that's going to be the case. Hang around you if they want to hang around you. It's the best policy. Because usually the people who like to play that game, it usually comes back who like to play that I don't really like you, but I'm here type of game. It usually comes back to bite them in the butt. That's why it is I'm not an advocate for playing them type of games in the first place. Well, not only that, but overall it gets boring. It's not even so much as tiring, but it's boring, because it's like you Libras, and tell me in the comment section if I'm lying, but you grew up with that. You grew up hearing how people don't, they teasing you, they giving you a hard time, you getting to know people, they giving you, and the truth is, and I'm gonna say something, tell the truth to shame the devil, they like you, and they know that you like them back, but they be giving you a hard time for no reason. That'd be the worst thing in the world, because it's like, if you like me and I like you back, why can't we just get along with one another and be in a relationship? No, they need to, and they be knowing that they be doing it too. They be making it difficult on purpose. And it's like, see, this is what I mean when I say don't do you Libras any favors, because it's stupid. Why give someone so much of a backlash, or make it, or even make it seem like you don't really want to be with this person, if you do want to be with them, and then you just giving them an unnecessarily hard time and all that. Nobody who has self-respect want to be around that. People who have self-respect, people who've been through something, they're gonna be like, if you feel that kind of way, go about your business and don't come back. Like, what are you doing here? They're not holding anybody hostage. They're not handcuffing anybody. They're not going to play this like silly little game with individuals. And this is the level that a lot of you Libras are on, because the Judgment and the Ace of Swords, people are expecting you to do that a little bit. And that's what's catching them so off guard. That's what's catching them slipping, because now it's like they don't know how to engage with you Libras without playing games. That's the thing. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Knight of Swords, Justice, the Moon card, Scorpio energy, and then you have the Seven of Pentacles to clarify the Ace of Swords. So that's so this is my point. Hold on a second. All right. What's going on, y'all? So, yeah, so that's my people coming in the door. But anyway, so the Knight of Swords, the Judgment, and the Moon card right here for you speaks to how, again, you Libras, a lot of you Libras, and the Justice, which is Libra. So a lot of you Libras actually have the mentality that you need to date. You need, it sounds ironic, but it's the truth. You need to have like a warrior's mentality in order to date, because people will really have you all twisted up, twisted topsy-turvy if you allow them to. And that you really have to really set the record straight and kind of like get the confusion out of the way legitimately, in order for there to actually be knowledge established, whether it is you're gonna date them or you're gonna leave them alone. There needs to be a lack of confusion out of the way. For people who like to play games, they want to make it as confusing as possible. And it's like that the confusion they see is stupid, because they want the relationship, but then at the same time, they also want to bring confusion into the mix. And what they don't seem to understand is They can't have things be confusing, and at the same time, not only is it confusing, but it's also progressive, right? It's actually moving forward. No, the relationship will stagnate or stand still or even rot, right? Get worse over time with the introduction of confusion. So they need to pick and choose which one they're going to actually pick. This is why I was saying you can't do both. You can't. You will let go of one for the other. And see, the thing is that the Scorpio energy and the Seven of Pentacles for you Libras, it speaks to how, like, so you Libras are getting the burden off of y'all back that you once had, of feeling like you gotta just sit there and take the wildness that people are doing and they just bugging, and then you just accept it. It's like, nah, you Libras actually figured it out. Like, you shouldn't have to accept it, especially, and especially if you're a decent person and all that. You ain't got to be perfect, but especially if you're a decent person and all that, who says you have to sit there and take it? And so a lot of you Libras are starting to wisen up, and you really starting to see like more like deeper levels of it, of like people will assign garbage to you, and they and you got to accept the garbage. You got to accept it, and you're right. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.